What's up, everybody? Welcome to Black Sun Tarot. It's your girl J Kharma. Merry Christmas, everyone. So excuse me. My Christmas gift to you guys, this is a twin flame update this evening for the remainder of December. Twin flame update the remainder of December. I think some of y'all are feeling real empowered here and possibly making a decision, or at least realizing that you have two paths. Okay, opportunity for love. Love is flowing here. Let's look at the three main challenges for the couple and the three main ways for them to address it. So we're looking at 6 energies. Bless up and give thanks for clear messages from the highest good. Welcome to my channel. Oh snap. I appreciate all the likes, subscribes, shares, and comments. You know, appreciate all your feedback. Let's see. So we're looking for 3 challenges. What are the main 3 challenges for the twin flame, the remainder of December? Bless up and give thanks for clear messages from the highest good. Okay. So these are the 3 main challenges. Let's look at what they are. The Empress in reverse, and we just saw the Emperor. Okay. So the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Coins in reverse. So what I'm seeing is a lot of delay and feeling stagnant, a little stuck, wanting to build their energy. They're wanting to build and create. There's a desire there to build upon something, but there's some type of delays. Could be financial delays with the Earth sign here, with the Pentacles here. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, but I definitely see emotionally there's going to be there's been a separation, but there's a problem with that separation. Like it's a challenge. Someone is trying to emotionally separate. Hold on, y'all. Can't never gauge the volume on that thing. Okay, so the 8 of Cups, you know, in reverse being that way where I feel these emotions are being away from each other is wearing on them. Okay, it's wearing on them. Trying to take a break from each other, no longer. They want to start to come together. The desire to come together is there, but this is a challenge for them because it's separated. Many of y'all are still separated, so the desire to return to one another doesn't close the distance logistically, and it doesn't make it any financially any easier, especially if you're separated and you're in 2 different locations, you know, traveling back and forth and creating a life together. Definitely it will involve some coin. So some of the resolutions to this, ways of handling it: 8 of Swords in reverse, just coming out of that mental mind state. If one or both of them are feeling stuck, not feeling feeling stagnant, not feeling in their you know, reverse Empress energy is feeling like stagnant and stuck, feeling lost. For some people it can be a miscarriage and, you know, a loss of a baby, or a miscarriage, or a loss of something important, like a project or a birth, something you birthed. So there's that energy there too. So some of y'all are dealing with the loss of a child or some type of loss, and then others are just feeling stuck and stagnant, just a very stuck, stagnant energy. In either way, the remedy, Spirit is saying the remedy here is just to come out of this negative self-limiting mindset. Okay, get up off your knees, get up and walk again, walk tall again. Take control of the the mental power. Okay, because you got to master your mind so that you can move forward and start anew. It's saying start anew. You know, this desire to, this challenge to, that it's hard to be apart. You know, this desire to want to come back together. It's time to start anew. So taking a step forward, I feel like it's definitely on the minds of one or both, probably both on some level. You know, because they are reflections of each other, divine masculine, divine feminine. All right, let's see. What resolves the page of coins? What is the answer for the money issue or the block? Let's see. Temperance in reverse. I feel like this is really saying to be careful with your money. Be very temperate. It is in reverse. Yeah, so just maintaining that balance, because I feel like if the money is out of balance, you know, and it might have something to do with gauging relationships with others and staying balanced emotionally with others, that could be draining the finances. So I don't know if this makes sense to you, but let's say, for example, you have someone who, forgive my nails, they're in between. I keep looking at them. Anyway, you have someone who, what am I trying to say? Let me think. For example, if you have a relationship with someone you've broken up with and you may have kids with, then keeping that in balance has a major effect on your coin. That's one example of that. Or if you have to pay alimony or something, you have like parents or something where you have a relationship with someone, and if it's not in balance, then it's going to affect your coin. You know, so there's a lot of different kind of situations like that. So what universe is basically saying to you is to work on keeping that balance in your relationships, in emotional, even spiritually within yourself, but definitely the spiritual relationships you have with others. Not having that temperance, not put yourself in a financial lack on behalf of someone else, basically, is what I'm getting. So the most likely outcome of all of this, most likely outcome, I got this new background music track. It's a little bit different. It's just a little bit different. I'm getting used to it. Likely outcome is the devil in reverse. So most likely outcome is that you're releasing codependencies, releasing addictions, releasing toxic habits, and transforming and growing and healing. You know, so you're releasing this energy. So this is good in reverse. This is a good sign. This means that they're moving forward in a new kind of energy with the full energy, and letting go of the old fire and the old ways that might have thrown them off balance or made them doubt themselves and their ability to connect with other people, or made them feel like stuck, you know, with the circumstances. Made them feel like they had to be away from someone, you know. So all of that is out. In with the new. So I'm gonna look at separately the divine masculine and the divine feminine separately, and we will start, my loves, with the divine feminine today, divine feminine. And then, you know, we'll go to the divine masculine. So we bless up and give thanks for these messages for the highest good. Bless up and give thanks. So we want clear messages for the highest good of the divine feminine. I feel like you've been feeling like a lot of conflict so far. See the 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, feeling like you're in conflict with someone, outside people, or within yourself, and feeling like you're having to compete sort of on your own. Still feeling that way, like you're in competition. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse, that same energy where it's like that we have already seen, where, you know, there may be some type of drain on your finances, Divine Feminine, or it could be the lack of faith in the tangible making it happen. It's like you want to build on something, but you don't really see how it can be built. So you have your pinnacle, and you're just like, yeah, I want to invest, but I don't see it opening, you know. So it could be that energy too for some of the Divine Feminine. So let's cut the deck. I always do that crazy wrong. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Overall energy for the Divine Feminine. So feeling like you're coming off of a sense of closure, like moving away from an old, like the end of a cycle. Okay, I would say there could be even some unfinished business that you might feel is settled or close to being settled. You might still be holding on to some unfinished business there. Let's look into it. What is the main energy for the week for the Divine Feminine? Main energy for the week. Overall energy. Okay. So Judgment in reverse. Overall energy is Judgment in reverse. Not being able to make a choice. Feeling powerless to even make the choice, probably. Again, with this is a 20 in the tarot, so 2 10s. Feeling like there's some kind of maybe there's some kind of unfinished business. You know, maybe you're not ready to close out on something yet. There may be some hesitancy, or you're not ready, or you don't feel qualified to make the judgment. The next card would have been what's working what's working against them. But this is, I didn't even ask the question, so I feel like this is clarifying the Judgment card and basically saying that the Divine Feminine is in this place of wanting to move forward in this 4 of Wands energy, you know, or move forward in an energy. Then this could be a twin flame card too, but it is more importantly you're moving forward, you know, and you're steady in a happy place, and you feel solid here, right, with your action. But by the Judgment being in reverse, I feel like that's the energy between the two of them, where it's more so you know what you want, you're moving forward, but you don't feel like you can actually, there's some doubt there, some like you don't have the faith necessarily, or you feel like you don't have the qualifications to just make it all happen. If that makes any sense. So what's working against Divine Feminine? What is her biggest challenge? Biggest challenge energy for this week. Biggest challenge energy for this week. What? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So the lack of knowledge, I feel like the lack of knowledge, not really knowing, feeling like you don't really know the truth about, or don't, not even the truth necessarily, but just don't know how to proceed. Like I said, with that Page of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like not really knowing how to build from there. You know, there's some lack of information, I would say. And your biggest ally energy for Divine Feminine. Biggest ally energy. What's going to help her the most with this? Or period this week? Is the 6 of Wands in reverse. So laying low, kind of like, you know, laying low, you know, trying to, yeah, you might have the spotlight. She might have the spotlight, but just, you know, staying humble in that, knowing that you don't, because you're not, you know, so the lack of confidence here, or the feeling that you feel like you don't really know how to proceed, even though you want to proceed, you don't feel qualified to make these things happen. You gotta wait maybe on a particular judgment before you even feel like you can move forward. And then if that's the case, you don't even know really confidence on how to move forward. And Spirit is saying, you know, just stay humble Okay, because you are, this is in reverse, but the Six of Wands is like a victory card. So try to stay humble and trust in that humility, that energy can turn around. There's no need to really feel defeated, because you're, just because upright it's victory doesn't mean the opposite is defeat. What it means is that there's something off there where you feel, she might be feeling like just not feeling the being in that energy, just feel like a general lack of confidence. Like, you know what you want, but you just don't feel like that the divine timing is there. See, the Nine of Pentacles, the biggest effect that, the Nine of Wands, sorry, biggest effect that it's having on her is that she's having to come out of this fear-based anxiety, and come out of this, let the walls down a little bit. Let the walls down and trust in the universe, or trust in God, whatever you want to say, that things are lining up for her, and that she doesn't necessarily have to have all the answers to just stand up and start taking action. Okay, you have to have confidence. You might have been battered and bruised before, but that doesn't mean that's where it's ending up. You know what I'm saying? You survived that. So you don't have to have like this lack of confidence necessarily. And the most likely outcome is that you're going to get your confidence back and feel love and receive an opportunity to grow that love in your heart that you definitely feel, because you got this Ace of Cups at the end, and you definitely have this coming out. So you definitely want, what you want, and you want to move forward. The desire is there, but there's a general lack of confidence, I feel like. And that could be where this Eight of Swords energy, like this doubt energy, mixed with this Empress energy, just feeling stuck, not really knowing how to move forward, not really feeling like you have the knowledge or the credibility or the authority to even, do something. You might be constrained by a legal situation. For some of y'all, might be dealing with someone who's married. The Divine Feminine might be married, or the Divine Masculine might be married. So being able to move forward when one person is married, or two people are married and they're not married to each other, then that causes a lot of constraints and, doubt and feeling, like, well, I don't know. What am I supposed to do about it? What am I supposed to do about it? I can't do anything about it. It's ridiculous. It's foolish. But no, don't doubt it, because the love is there and it's blossoming. So now I'm going to look at the Divine Masculine kind of the same way and see what's going on with him. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So very much the same energy that she had in the deck. Just like closing out some cycles and having to let go of what might be some unfinished business you perceive as unfinished business, with some old cycles that are time's up, time to close out. So we see the Three of Pentacles here. Same thing, just studying or trying to figure out the best way to move forward, trying to acquire the knowledge to move forward. And she just generally feels like unqualified or a lack of it, and he's feeling in pursuit of it, like he's maybe really trying to figure it out and studying the situation. Okay, and also this could be one or the other actually studying each other, maybe from a distance. One's trying to act like they're not, but they are, and one of them, or they both are doing it, vacillating, bouncing off each other. So let's look at the general energy for the Divine Masculine. What I asked. The general energy for this week is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So definitely some karmic energy being played out here. So some karmic energy, fate is happening in reverse. I'm not saying that it's necessarily negative, but it might be perceived as bad luck for some people. So the biggest challenge, what's the biggest challenge for Divine Masculine? Two of Wands. Yeah, making a decision, knowing that there's a decision that needs to be made. And I think we saw this in the shuffle somewhere else too. But knowing there's a decision, there's two paths. Like at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads. He's at the crossroads. That's his biggest challenge. It's like he knows I can either go this way or I can go that way. But not, you know, not moving forward yet. And the biggest ally for this week is, for the Divine Masculine, biggest ally energy for this week, the biggest help is the Nine of Cups in reverse. And that's interesting because you would think that, you know, that's an odd way to be a big help, you know, but the best energy he's going to have is to be a selfish energy. I mean, it's basically is what that's saying, to be a little selfish with his emotions and not really being too concerned about anybody else's cup or their lack of cup or his own lack of cup. Just going within and kind of like being a little selfish with their emotions. That's just what I'm picking up. I know it doesn't necessarily vibe with the exact meaning of that card in reverse. I'm not really sure, but that's just what I'm picking up. It's like just being like, he's sort of like a hermit mode, not really, but sort of an Eight of Cups in it, you know. This is a Nine of Cups in reverse, you know. So like just sort of taking it, you know, being aware that you have it all, but also just not necessarily putting it all out there either. Just kind of being inward with the emotions. But also still feeling very Nine of Cups with knowing that you're very full, like you're satisfied. You don't really need a lot or an extra cup. You know, but you definitely are feeling like he's feeling a sense of emotionally he's good, but he wants to take action in a direction because, yeah, he does desire that extra cup. But now he's over here playing it low key, you know, and that's what Spirit wants him to do, is emotionally just be, you know, laying low a little bit and keeping to yourself. I'm not saying selfish is the best word for it, but just a little, yeah, self-centered in a way that's healthy, not in a bad way. All right, so we'll do the biggest effect this is having on him. Two of Swords, having to really just make the decision, like, and put, you know, do a what do you call it? A heart over mind decision. See how the third eye is like sort of, the eyes are blinded by this, so you're not going to see with your eyes, you're going to see with your heart, with your third eye, to make this decision. So it's not a mental thing, it's a heart thing. He's going to have to he's going to realize this week that he has to, moving forward, you know, it's the end of a year, so everybody's thinking ahead, like, okay, well, what my next year going to be like. They're taking stock of what their year was like so far, and so, you know, people think about resolutions, or at least contemplate for the most part, you know, how they see themselves. And so now he's realizing he has to take action, and the effect that's having on him is mentally he has to make a decision. He has to mentally, but with his heart over the mind, make a decision with his mind, if that makes sense, so that he can move forward and take action. And the most likely outcome for the Divine Masculine this week is most likely the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, he's going to be feeling like a little, I feel like he's going to be having to work with patience. Like, patience is going to be lessening, I should say. I'm not going to say be full-blown impatient, but not really having the faith in the divine timing aspect. Sort of losing a little faith in that part. You know, I'm going to go ahead and get a clarifier for the Nine of Cups here and the Seven of Pentacles, because I feel a little shady. So the Nine of Cups, can we have a clarifier for the Nine of Cups for the Divine Masculine? Five of Cups in reverse. So the Five of Cups is like regret in yeah, just regret. I feel like in reverse though, when it's coming out of that, it's starting to be grateful. A sense of gratitude is starting to develop in him at the very same time where he's learning to not give so much. I feel like maybe some of the Divine Masculines before were putting it all out there a lot, like wearing their emotions on their shirt sleeves in some ways, you know, just like maybe on social media, I don't know, but just kind of putting it out there. And I feel like what's happening with him here is trying to come out of that Eight of Cups energy that, you know, where you want to move forward and start anew. You have to sort of taper some of that emotions, like on the outward level, you know, like you want to feel your emotions on the inward level and feel, you know, whatever it is, satisfied or dissatisfied, whatever it is, but it doesn't necessarily have to be on the outward display. So I feel like that's kind of what he's going through here in moving forward with gratitude, knowing that he no longer has to be feeling on regret over crying over something that he lost. So that clarifies that. I hope that clarifies that. That's what I'm getting there. It's Seven of Pentacles reverse. Can I get a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles? Oh, flipped and try to go back. Five of Swords in reverse. So clarifying this lack of trust in the divine manifestation of time. Okay, there is a previous history of betrayal here with the Five of Swords. So feeling like there's a lack of faith here, that, you know, he's just sort of questioning, you know, if, when and if shit is going to manifest, basically. Okay, and like based on past experience. This is based on past, where it's like, okay, so I thought this person had my back or whatever, and it didn't work out. Or I thought things were going to go this way. This is mental. Swords are all thoughts, and words. So this is like a mental thing where you feel felt abandoned, and by it being reversed, there's a healing coming with that. There may even be an apology, or at least a recognition from yourself that you can forgive yourself for whatever role you played in creating a situation of regret, okay, or even dissatisfaction, or, you know, the end of a situation that was pleasing, you know, or seemed pleasing, and then it ends up turning out that it really wasn't pleasing to you spiritually. So I feel like that's what this energy is about, like just reconciling with the past and his role in it, and also trusting in the divine timing of how things develop, and not necessarily trying to force anything, but recognizing that mastering the mind here is key for him. So I feel like he has a lot of mental stuff going on, and in that Eight of Swords energy, you see it in his reading here, you know, with the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, you know, and then you have a lot of cups here too as well. So emotions and thoughts. Any more clarifiers for the Divine Masculine? The Moon. Oh, you just says tricky as you want to be, just like a little riddle, right? With all your little secrets and intuitions. Like the moon. But one thing I can say about the moon is it comes in phases, you know. So I think this is a reminder that you know, whatever phase Divine Masculine might be in, it's just one of the phases, you know. And it's all transient. It's not going to last forever. Either way. It's going to be on to the next phase, soon enough. But also, I feel like that is a sign that the divine masculine is awakening. His spirit is awakening, and his soul is awakening from sleep, from a long time of sleep. And when that starts to happen, that's when twin flames start to come into union. So for now, I'm going to look at oracle card for the divine feminine real quick. What are the major oracle energies for the divine feminine? We're looking at the goddess oracle cards for the divine feminine. Get a sense of what message do you have, divine feminine, for the divine feminine? And I can't even talk. Tired, y'all. It was a really good Christmas. I hope you guys have a happy holidays, whether you celebrate Christmas or anything else or nothing else. Blossoming. You're just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. Do not give up. You are just starting the process. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So this speaks to a lot of this energy where she's having lack of confidence, not feeling like qualified what to do, how to make anything happen. Sometimes you just gotta let it happen and trust that, with the patience, 7 of Pentacles type of energy, just trust that when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. And you have to deal with the process of it happening too. Right. You have to have that patience to build. All right, any more messages for the divine feminine? Messages for divine feminine. Oh, something fell out. Don't back down. Again, the same. Never give up. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Don't give up. Don't back down. If you want that Ace of Cups, that love at the end, believe in it. Believe in your 4 of Wands dreams. Walk through those 4 of Wands doors. And don't let nobody tell you different just because it didn't work out for them or whatever. Or just because you're in a phase where you're not together right now doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. It's a phase like the moon, okay? So let's see what the divine masculine messages are for him. For this week. We bless up and give thanks for clear messages for the highest good. For the twin flame update. Alright, let's see. What messages do you have for the divine masculine? Indrio. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. You are a light worker. So the divine masculine is definitely on this pathway of transitioning through phases and tapping into their intuition and their God sense, like powers, God-like powers. Where you are a light worker. Okay, letting go. You have to let go of this a lot of this mental stuff though to be that light worker. You gotta let go. Any more messages for divine masculine? You have to shine your light, bro. You have to shine your light. You gotta let go of all that mental conflict. It's a lot of it there. And it's gonna weigh you down emotionally. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Rochelle. Okay, so part of being a light worker is tapping into your heart space. Very much so, and being able to listen to your intuition and your spirit self, as you move forward. And then you kind of balance out, you get to balance out your purpose with your actions on earth. And then that's when you start hitting prosperity levels that you never did before, because you becoming in alignment with your purpose. Yeah. So Now I'm gonna look at what energies in the romance oracle. Sorry about that shuffle, that was horrible. What energies from the romance oracle, like what romantic messages are going on for these two people? We'll look at the divine masculine first and then the divine feminine. I switched it up on y'all, didn't I? Alright. Let's see, what's in the divine masculine's heart space? Divine masculine heart space. Bless up and give thanks to clear messages for the highest good. Divine masculine's heart space right here. Boom. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So his heart space is he wants to reconcile. He's thinking about one of these pathways that he's considering choosing, where he has to make a decision. One is from someone from the past, or a past life even. So this is very twin flaming type of stuff. And it could be that, you know, they're both from the past. It could be one from the recent past and one from a way distant past. Like the one I just broke up with last year versus the one I broke up with 15 years ago. You know, so reconciliation can be on different levels as well. Any more messages for, let's say, what message does divine masculine have for the divine feminine? What message does the divine masculine have for the divine feminine? Here we go. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So just be light with it. They're saying, you know, let's be playful. Let's have fun again. You know, let's not be so heavy and worry about, you know, because really, you know, with the divine masculine right now, it's heavy on the mind. So he really needs the energy to be lightened, to get some relief from whatever heaviness is on the mind. Let's see, what's on the heart space of the divine feminine? What's in the heart space of the divine feminine? I'm going to pick these back up and add them so she can have a chance to have the same heart space. So reconciliation and playfulness. What's on the mind of the divine feminine? Heart space of the divine feminine. So tired, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. It's time to disconnect from the world. So she might be feeling like I said, you know, feeling separated, like that 8 of Cups energy we see, okay, in reverse, that she's already feeling separated. I feel like it's more like, that's not necessarily, for some of y'all, it's a feeling the need to separate and disconnect, but for some of y'all, this is already where you feel disconnected, and you feel like you're sort of in a retreat space on your own, where you're sort of just trying to, where she's just trying to, I feel like, develop herself and focus that that energy where she feels like she can't really make the move she wants and doesn't know how to move, like focus that back on herself and pour into her own cup of love, like continue to pour into herself until the opportunity presents to pour it into where she feels her heart is at, you know. Let's see what message she has for the divine masculine. What message does she have for the divine masculine? What message? Oh Lord. I don't know. True love. Like she got a couple messages. Okay, we'll take these two. True love and love yourself first. So her message to her Mayan is, this is true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. But also her message is, you know, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically attractive. So she's basically saying, you know, take care of yourself, get well, get strong, find that light within yourself, balance yourself out, do what you got to do to get straight, bro, so that we can proceed. As we proceed, okay, as we begin anew, you have to have that emotional balance to love yourself, be able to pour back into yourself like she is, you know, nurture your intuition, okay, slay the demons, forgive, trust, have patience, you know, all these things we need to get through. So that's what I got for y'all for the rest of the December. I wish y'all very happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Remember to celebrate your life, because at the end of the day, that is the truest gift of all. Okay? Love you guys. Peace out. Hope it resonates. If not, you know, check back later or try another channel. This reading was brought to you by unalunawellness.com. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Kharma. Any other information about me is in the description box below. Good night.